Alright, let's talk about bass. Specifically, we're going to talk today about how to make big, fat, unique basses. Well, we're going to talk over a three-part series. Not just today, but today and the next time I do it, I'll probably put one up on Saturday and then another one up on Sunday, just to take a break between my time spent studying. So today we're going to talk about bass, the first in a three-part series that I've wanted to do for a while. It's going to be my farewell to massive tutorials for a little while, so I can spend my time learning other things and just figuring out how to make different sounds and telling people about them, because that's what I'm all about. So yeah, this part one is going to focus on distortion and routing. We're just going to turn on our three oscillators, pitch them down 12, and let's just pick two different. We'll just go with chrome because I like chrome. Use chrome in my basses and my just in everything. I even use Google Chrome. It's my internet browser. Let's go with Scrapyard. Turn that up a little bit for right now. Okay, so we got our bass patch. We haven't modulated it at all yet. So let's talk about distortion. In Massive, only in Effects 1, they have three different distortions. They have Classic Tube, Teletube, and Bronner Tube. I don't play with these two as much just because Classic Tube works for me just as fine, but you have your choice of three. You don't need any right now. There's also, you can use the phase down here as three different other distortions to modulate either one of your three oscillators, but you can only do one at a time. It's good stuff. Turn that off real quick. And down here in the insert area, we also have five different things that act as a distortion or as a distortion effect. You've probably heard of four, and there's a fifth one that works, but it's not an orthodox distortion. You have your bit crusher, sine shaper, parabolic shaper, hard clipper, and frequency shifter. I just discovered, and I've been putting in my newer patches, can act as a distortion, and it's very, very, very cool. But yeah, you got your five. They all sound pretty decently unique from each other, but you've probably already used these three, but we're going to talk about the frequency shifter as a distortion. But before we do that, in order to make it work really well, at least in what we're going to do, this is the routing page. Now you can take these inserts and you can route them anywhere in the synth chain that you want, like routing a guitar effects pedals and stuff like that. Right now, the stock with a blank Massive patch, they're routed after filter 1 and filter 2. Now you can set that up before that, or you can set it up to route after the filters and everything set up. You can also route them down here to route into, I believe it routes, oh wait, yeah, I haven't messed with this too much, so I don't know too much details about it, but I do know how to just route basic routing. See how that's not in sync with itself? That is distortion. Let me turn it up a little bit. But it doesn't sound very good. Now what you can do is you can notch out just so it's pointing at dry instead of wet. 11 o'clock will work just fine. You got a light distortion. You want more? Pretty sick, huh? And we just basically all that this is that this sound is just coming from three different oscillators and a frequency shift. Pretty cool stuff. And from here on, now we basically can use these three and this insert and route it through a filter. So if you wanted to get a just your basic wobble bass using the Daft filter, which is a filter I really like it. We're just going to sync it up, drop it down to that nice happy 4, and just go to the sine wave modulator, throw it on the cutoff, and turn down the resonance because I don't like that high pitch sound it has. See, that high pitch sounds pretty. And you got a really cool wobble bass, and that's just one voice, and just a frequency shift and DAF filter. Now let's play with some voices. Monophonic. We'll just turn it up to 4. Let me turn that down a little bit, make sure it's not clipping. Classic tube. Turn it down. Turn this down. And dimension expander. Just a nice full sound, and it's a little bit. It feels a little bit muffled to me, so we're gonna just turn up that high shelf. And there you go. You got your nice, heavy, distorted, modulated bass. You can continue to mess with it. Alright, I like that. And let's just go back to that routing. Let's route insert to after filter 1 and use that sine shaper and turn up the drive. Bit fuzzy, not a big fan. Turn down that high shelf. And from here you can you got yourself a good patch to work with in MIDI, bouncing to audio and all that stuff. Hope you enjoyed it. Really wish I could go into further detail, but that's really all you need to know about about routing for bass purposes. There's not much more you would need to know, I feel anyway, that could take your bass sounds above and beyond the Call of Duty. So yeah, hope you like that. The next one will be about different types of modulation. We're going to talk about using envelopes to modulate wavetable positions, just using, because these things can get really diverse and versatile, and just change your sounds to just be completely and 100% unique. And I'm really excited to talk about that. And the third part, we will talk about doing all this, but they're actually coming up with a method to how to sculpt bass sounds and make them sound exactly how you want, so you can make the music you want, which is really all this is about, is just making great music. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. Tell your friends, rate, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Thank you very much, and I will talk to you all very soon.